What's going on, y'all? Hope all is well. This weather decided to get cold the last couple days. I don't know what was going on. It's like spring decided to change its mind or something. But
I found this on the web.
weather's crazy. Anyway, I wanted to make this video. First, I'll tell you kind of a story, and then I'll kind of give you some other thoughts and takeaways from the story and things I learned, obviously related to the notary business. So this weekend, actually, let me back up. Last week, I got a text from a past customer from a refinance I did. I think it was actually April of last year. And I mean, nothing specifically interesting about the refinance itself. It was pretty standard, a standard thing. Did the refinance and kind of, went about my business. One thing I did want to mention is that the guy and his wife also had a couple of other documents for me to notarize. I think it was like a healthcare directive or something. And so I notarized it for them there. I don't remember. I think I probably even did it for free just because, I was there. I don't remember. I might not have, but whatever. So I notarized, I did their refi, and plus I did that healthcare directive for them as well. Well, I got a text from him, from this particular customer last week saying that he had a friend who needed some documents notarized as well. Now, I'll let you know that this particular customer lives probably 20-25 minutes away from me. So it's not necessarily close, and I'm sure he could have reached out to any notary. He could have Googled any notary, but he reached out to me, I guess because I made a good impression. So he said he had his friend, had a friend that needed some documents notarized. I didn't know exactly what it was, but he wanted to see if I could come over because his friends were going to be meeting him at his house. So it's this whole family of deer just gallivanting out here. But anyway, sorry. So I went there. So he gave me his friend's information. I reached out to his friend, and it turns out that he had a whole package of documents he needed notarized. It was like a last will and testament, a couple of deeds where he was getting, it was like a corrective deed, a couple other documents that he needed notarized. He asked me how much. I told him, and we were going to be meeting at my former client's place, the one that I did the refinance for. So I didn't have to go anywhere different. I had been to his house before. So I think it was like 10 signatures or 10 notarizations, something like that. So I did it. I met them there over the weekend, and I got there, and they were having a little gathering seemingly. So we did the notarizations, or did what we had to do, went through everything. It was pretty straightforward. I've done wills and power of attorneys and things like that. Actually, I've done a lot of that, believe it or not, for one specific attorney that lives not too far from me, or whose office is not too far from me. And she always calls me to notarize those documents that she drafts for her clients. So I've done a lot of it before. So I was there at the house Saturday, and I was there for about 45 minutes. Pretty straightforward. Again, it was like, I don't know, it's like about 10 notarizations or so, something like that. And so I think, it was more so for me, not about, getting paid a whole bunch of money, as it was appreciating the fact that someone thought of me and, reached out to me. Again, did I make a little money? Yeah, obviously. It had to be worth the trip, especially out here with these gas prices. And that was great. But when I got there, the guy who I did the refinance for, I hope this isn't confusing, but the guy who I did the refinance for, he said, I had lost your card. I didn't have any of your information. He said I had to reach out to my lender, and they had to reach out to the title company, and the title company had to reach out back out to me to let me know it was you, because I went and tried to figure out who it was that we met with. And so he went through all of that just to get my contact information again, which is like, it's not hard to do, but it takes a little bit of time to go, to make those phone calls and try to find out information like that, only, to get connected back to me. And so it was quite interesting to for him to say that. And I was like, wow, like, not trying to toot my own horn, of course, but I must have made an impression. And so that just kind of goes to show that as a notary, when you're doing, whether it's general notary work or loan signings, it's very tempting to slip into this very transactional mode where a meeting with a customer is just an isolated event, and that's not necessarily going to always be the case. And we talk about this in the real estate world as real estate agents as well, where sometimes as agents it's not that enticing to work with clients that maybe don't have the biggest budgets, or don't want to spend a lot of money on buying a home. But you never know who working with that client, how that might open up you to a world of referrals, them referring other people to you, so that one client can turn into 2, 3, 4, 5 deals just by them referring you their friends and family, and by doing a great job. So as a notary, it's very easy to kind of slip into that transactional mode where, like, you treat whether it's a general notary assignment or a loan signing as an isolated event, and that you'll never see these people again. And while it's often the case that you won't see these people again, it doesn't have to be the case, right? Because that loan signing appointment, that general notary appointment, can turn into an infinite amount of business. You just never know. So now, from meeting this particular client over the weekend, I anticipate that that's going to turn into, more business and more appointments. Not anything that's going to make me, rich and wealthy or whatever. That's not even the point. But you just never know how many more connections and appointments that one meeting from that refinance can turn into. And it's already turned into one that I mentioned this past weekend. But, so it's important to not be so transactional, and to really be focused on delivering, great service and making a great impression and being professional. So that's kind of, the first point I want to make, because you never know who might be calling you back for more help, whatever it is. So that was interesting. Another thing I want to highlight is that I've seen it personally that there's been there has been a downtick in refis and refinances and in closings. So but it's not the end of the world, right? We had a boom, right? Like I heard a statistic the other day, and I'm probably butchering this right now, but it's like 70% of people who had mortgages above a certain level refi in this last boom. That's a lot of refinances. And so we've kind of gotten through that. And obviously, if you pay attention to the news and things, you see that, rates are going up. I don't know what the heck is going on. Rates are going up. And so, we've kind of gotten through that wave, but we're heading into the spring real estate market, which is the busy season for real estate. Now, like I said, I'm a full-time agent. I mean, things haven't been slow since like mid 2020. Like things have just been crazy since basically since COVID, right? Since the pandemic. So we like there's not been like a slow season, but the spring is busier than the other season. So we're expecting that it's going to be crazy. Home values are going up. More people are going to be selling. People are going to start putting their houses on the market. There's still tons of people trying to buy. Look, I put in an offer for a client that of mine on a house, and he's an investor. So a house he was looking to flip. This house had got like 67 offers. We were one of 67, and we lost. But that means that there, us and 65 other people are still out here looking for houses or looking for investments, and that's not unheard of where I am in New Jersey. So the market is crazy. There's tons of people that want to sell or that are going to be selling. There's tons of people still looking to buy, and as a notary, you can obviously still position yourself to take advantage of those opportunities by working with realtors. I've talked about it on this channel. I know our homie Sophia has made videos about it. I have another video that I'm gonna make about it, and it's kind of connected to this video, but I just kind of wanted to break it up because I wanted to give you guys my story. But the fact is that the refinance wave is probably done for now. There's still going to be people buying and selling until kingdom come, right? And again, the spring season is where there is a lot of volume, so it's best for you now to position yourself and to get yourself out here networking with realtors, so you can get yourself connected to those opportunities, to those purchases, and to those transactions that are happening. But the point I'm trying to make is that even though refis are kind of dwindling, you don't have to only do refis or purchases or sales necessarily to be a successful notary and to be a successful signing agent. You know, like doing loan signings is one niche. You know, it's one niche that you can have as a notary. There's tons of other niches out here that you can take advantage of, and so it's incumbent upon you to figure that out and figure out how you can best position yourself. Because honestly, the niches, or the riches, are in the niches, as they say. And so your ability to find a niche and to they used to call it recession proof. Well, you can call it recession proof your notary business is by figuring out how you can diversify. And I'll be honest with you, I hadn't done a great job at diversifying. I'm sure we all can do better at diversifying, but I'm hoping that this story will give you some encouragement and motivation to get out here and to really figure out what your niche is outside of loan signings, because loan signings aren't the only types of transactions that notaries can do that will always be around. They're just not. You know, they're not the only. They're the most common, and they're kind of the flavor of the week right now. But there's other niches that you could get yourself involved in, and people that you can meet, and ways that you can get connected and network, so you can recession proof your notary business. So while you're out here waiting for a notification for a signing, figure out how you can diversify. Figure out how you can do things outside of loan signings that will also help you become a better notary and get experience and build your network, get referrals, get reviews for your Google business page. There's so much that non-loan signing appointments, there's so many ways that non-loan signing notary appointments can benefit you as a notary and help you build out your business. So I hope that quick story was encouraging for you to get out here and figure out your niche. Like I said, I have another video that I'm going to put out discussing something very specific to this and how exactly you can go about doing it if you wanna build a niche. So I hope that was helpful. Like I said, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. I know I've been slacking on my backpacking with putting out videos, but I don't just want to throw stuff out there. I want to really be able to deliver really good, solid content for you guys. And if that means, you know, less frequent videos, but more quality videos, I'm okay with that. I hope you guys are as well. But again, hope all is well. Again, comment down below. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.